Blessings and welcome, Capricorn soul travelers, to the Venusian Empress Oracle. You're joining Priestess Melissa for your weekly reading. We're going to be getting into the full worm and Virgo moon energies and seeing what is going on for you for this week. My dear Capricorns, we'll be tapping into the Star Temple Oracle to get the main message. Looking at the Jack-o'-lantern tarot, we got 3 of Pentacles and 2 of Wands. Ooh, making a decision perhaps about money today, or is there a third party up in the mix? Sounds like there is a decision on the board for sure. Where you are going to place your wand perhaps, where you're going to put your energy, your time, your effort. It looks like it's around money at this point. Could be a project or something of that nature. But we do have a 3 of Swords energy coming out here today. So I'm curious to see what that is all about and why that is coming up in the mix. Capricorn, these are general readings which may or may not resonate with you entirely, but if they do in any way, thank you so much for hitting the like button for me and letting me know down in the comments section how this is resonating with you. Also, watch these for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. And if you need specific messages for you, reach out to me at VenusianWays.org. We're also going to be getting advice from our Moonology cards, as well as the Lover's Oracle cards. I always give love advice at the end of all of the readings, so a great reason to subscribe right there. Alright, and guys, now I have a divination coin, so if you have a question, we will get an answer for you at the end of this reading by the flip of a coin. Let's see what's going on for you, Capricorn, shall we? Thank you so much to the angels, ancestors, way showers, guides. Show us, dear Star Temple Oracle. What do we need to know for Capricorn? Blessings so much to you, Capricorn, and thank you absolutely, immensely, infinitely for all of your support to the channel. Keep those likes, comments, shares, donations coming. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell notification. Yeah, let us see what is going on, shall we, for you, dear Capricorn? Capricorn, what do we need to know for the amazing Capricorn for this full moon, worm, and Virgo energy? I'm not sure how to say that exactly right. This came out for somebody else. We have the ancient grandmother. We're going to get a different energy for you, but this is all about, you know, that wise energy with the owl. You know, you have that wisdom. You're like that crone energy. You've learned your lessons, and now it's like, you know better what to prevent yourself from going into, is what I'm feeling. Like, you're making better choices. You're really thinking things through a lot more when it comes to making major decisions, you know. I think that comes with age anyway, wouldn't you say? But you may be young out there and already in this mode, and good on you if that's the case, because the earlier we can learn to, you know, not only take responsibility, but to have fun and to have that good balance, it's going to be very helpful for us for sure. We have the winged messenger and creation coming through for you today. So you may be at the precipice of 3, 4, 5, getting those plans in order. Yeah, definitely trying to hit that mark there with that Artemis energy, the huntress and quest. The Pleiades like my quest to be wild and free. With the winged messenger, spiritual direction inspires my creative flow. So definitely to get into that flow, Spirit is asking you to get in touch, to tap in, and definitely leave behind something that could be blocking your energy at this time. This is usually talking about turning your back, your energy, more importantly, especially if you're not in a relationship at this time. But the Amber Star, let go. I surrender and allow myself to grieve. So whatever this is, it's asking you to be aware that, you know, if you're having trouble hitting your mark, it could be because of some energies that we still need to leave behind within ourselves. You know what I mean? And to be able to co-create, to receive those messages that we need to move forward, because this is a number 3 energy too, which would denote having that masculine and feminine aspect of ourselves in balance, right? So that we can move forward. The winged messenger. Hermes, the celestial guide and son of Maya, inspires creativity that is aligned with your visions. After all, dreaming is a form of planning. Your creative juices flow through meditation, transcendent connection, and focused attention. So all of those are important. Meditation, transcendent connection, and focused intention. You may be an artist, a musician, a writer, a speaker, or something else entirely. It does not matter what form your creativity takes. Surrender and delight in your imagination. Embrace your inventiveness. Forget perfection and instead immerse yourself in unique expression and authenticity. So this is the time to just be yourself, like, kind of like birthday suit energy, kind of like world energy, right? It's like you're putting yourself back out there again, and it's like, how do you really want this life to go? How do you really want it to look, right? But leaving the past behind is a big part of this. Definitely doing that healing process with that Amber Star energy, all right? Because you've got some big things that, and you are able to hit the mark. You're able to make these things come in. But if we are holding on to energy from the past, it's going to throw that direction off, all right? Because it says spiritual direction inspires my creative flow. So we got to get in the flow by healing ourselves and ensure that we have our intentions set on our direction, right? So that we can hit our mark. So we're needing to definitely call on our spiritual team at this time to support us, to help us, to see, to be strong and do what we need to do to move into this next cycle. Strength and Ace of Wands energy. Maybe a card at this time for you to, stay in a good place, stay in a good energy, perhaps, if we're still holding on to a dynamic that we had hoped that we would have success with in the past. Six of Wands. This could be exactly what is affecting our energy so greatly. And that will keep us stuck, keep us held back, right? Hermit in reverse. So definitely this is alluding to that energy of needing to go within, meditate, right? And connect with spirit. So this is definitely off at this time, is what this is indicating to me, with the Hermit being in reverse on the bottom. Throwing my cards everywhere. Four of Cups. So you're definitely not happy. Discontent at the least, but just not very happy at this time, perhaps, with what is being offered to you. As far as love goes, just not feeling very connected or drawn to anybody in particular, really. Boundaries. It doesn't seem like we're holding strong boundaries, though. I would be aware of that. Or maybe around, it's kind of like holding out energy is almost what I get with this Amber Star energy. So you could be holding out, hoping that, someone will return, if you will. And then, it's like you're not staying strong for yourself, not standing up for yourself, and what you know that you deserve. Something did not work out in the past. Definitely was unfortunate. And this is what maybe we're having a hard time walking away from, right? But it's throwing off our focus and where we're trying to move towards. Queen of Cups energy, you could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, Capricorn. Or this could just be you thinking about, your love, how much love that you have, type of energy, but at the same time wanting to take control of a situation, perhaps your life, whatever this is, it just feels like a lot of disappointments, and maybe that's where the focus is on all the disappointments in life, and where things haven't panned out the way that you had hoped, when you initially set out on the mission, if you will, right? So Page of Swords energy. At this time, it's either getting more information, learning more, finding out more. This could be about, how to take those next steps forward and what to do. But there is some worry. You're definitely losing some sleep for some reason over something that is on your mind, right? And it could be these things that again, you know, when nobody else is there, they don't see, and we are stuck with ourselves, so all kinds of things can come up, right? Your hopes, wishes, and fears here pointing towards being able to, you know, take advantage, maybe being bold enough, strong enough to step into, you know, that new cycle and really allow yourself to be vulnerable and really be honest with yourself enough to leave behind what it is that you need to with that Six of Swords energy, heart and mind being balanced out, right? It's not easy to do, especially when we have to make peace with something that perhaps we really wanted at one time, but, you know, have to understand that perhaps cannot be, and stop mind fucking ourselves perhaps to think that what it is that perhaps we're trying to call back in, or, you know, that we're holding that torch for, if you will, is just keeping us stuck, isn't allowing us to move, you know, and live that life. Because it's like that person or that situation, you know, whatever it was that was disappointing, it's not there any longer. So it's like, how long do we try to stay in that energy and hold that energy for something that is no longer there, you know? So this really does feel like a need to heal something, especially with the Four of Cups being at the center of everything. So Spirit is trying to hand you this cup, trying to help you out of this situation, but you have to release control. King of Wands in reverse, all right? We have to release control and be willing to look at what Spirit is perhaps trying to offer us, because our energy is suffering greatly as a result. Your physical energy, mental, any of it could be affected by staying stuck in this energy with the Fool in reverse. Seven of Wands in reverse. We have Moon as well as Two of Wands in reverse. So I feel like it's like almost like not fighting, not standing up for things that are confusing any longer, things that have thrown you off your balance. You know, this is what you could be working on, is what I feel, because this is in the mundane. There could be a lot of just, you could be very unclear about, you know, what it is you do need to fight for, what direction you do need to go. But at the same time, I almost feel like you're at this kind of a little bit of a numb type of space where it's like not really a great excitement for life, if you will. But at the same time, I don't know, it's just kind of like an Eeyore energy in a sense, right? So this is what we're being asked to walk away from, you know, constantly going back to those disappointments perhaps we've experienced through our lives. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, because maybe you felt like your life has been nothing but a series of unfortunate events, right? Everybody's seen that movie. All right, but this is a time of healing, and maybe you've been doing that. You've been pulled back, you've been resting, but there's still something you're not quite, it's just like breaking that plateau, if you will, you know, getting to the other side of it. Queen of Cups energy on your mind. Something has definitely been very burdensome, and this absolutely could be your heart being burdened, you know, you being honest with yourself about that. And the fact that, you know, you still are holding, again, that torch, those memories are still there, your heart, you know, is still holds love for something or someone that perhaps you're trying to bring back. Yeah, absolutely. Something that either you put it into or they did. Emperor energy, what do we need to know? Yeah, be careful. Especially if this person has already stabbed you in the back before. Ten of Swords and Emperor energy. This is taking you out of your power by staying in this energy if this is what you're doing. You know, constantly focusing on the past, if you will, and again, all the wrongs that perhaps other people have done to you. Maybe still trying to figure things out here with this person. But Four of Cups, once again, coming out, not happy with what you're finding out perhaps, or knowing, you know, when you really look at the situation, that it's almost like once it ends, it's kind of ruined. It's like, what do you go back to? What are you going to fix and, you know, it's just really that turning your back on the past, really dealing with those emotions and being willing to move forward, you know. Nine of Swords energy, Ace of Cups. So this is definitely what you could be worrying about, that you'll be able to reconnect. And maybe you're willing to, you know, yeah, like focus on other things or whatever in the moment. But I feel like there's still this person perhaps that you still hold a lot of love for, you know, that you would be willing to give your cup to. But really be sure that, you know, we're not going through something where we haven't processed our past emotions. Because I still see this Five of Cups energy coming up here. You know, hopes, wishes, and fears is that you're not going to be stuck, perhaps, in this cycle of unhappiness and, you know, feeling like your life will never be amazing again, especially with that one special person, if you will. Empress energy coming out today. Well, what I see is if you're willing to take the risk on yourself, you may just meet later on down this road by moving to those calmer waters, your beautiful Empress, all right? But always ensure that you remember the lessons from the past, okay? There is that Emperor coming out again. Make sure you put that work in. Spirit is really saying make sure you do the connection that you need to in meditation, in that transcendent state, all of that, to really make sure that you are being clear and honest with yourself, looking at the whole picture, past, present, and future. You know what I mean? So that we are being clear with ourselves and we are being able to see exactly what is going to be best for us to focus our intentions on to create moving forward, you know? What do we need to know for Capricorn? Hit the like button and let me know down in the comments how this is resonating with you. The energy is gaining momentum. We got this waxing moon energy. So definitely we're moving towards full moon. And so this could definitely be what is happening for you at this time. Or you have that ability for sure as we move in, you know, up until that March 7th energy. 3 days before, 3 days after is usually that window that we can really take advantage of those energies. You also have bring love into the situation, Aquarius energy. You may have Aquarius placements or be dealing with an Aquarius as well. What do you need to release with the waning moon? Okay, so as we move past this full moon energy, maybe at the full moon time, you make that decision what you're going to release, and we move in that direction, right? We let it go with that waning energy. So what is it that you need to release, Capricorn, that really is going to help you to feel more stable and balanced and in your element again? Love for Capricorn. So we have the energy of wait coming out. Do not rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. All right? So don't be too rushy about anything, you know. Don't shoot off prematurely, right? Take your time. Make sure that you're healed from these situations. Make sure that you know exactly what it is that you want and create that. Like that badass manifester you are, Capricorn. And surrender is also coming out today, and it says, at times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. A lot of trust going on here today, but hold out, wait, and definitely go within yourself and make sure, again, of what it is that you're creating and bringing in at this time. You guys ready to get an answer to your question? Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. And the answer for you is a no. That's a hard no, my friend. All right, Capricorn, I hope that you received the answers you needed here today. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments how this resonated with you. Hit the like button, subscribe, and bell notifications. I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.